And yay, it is August 12th. We are so excited you guys are on live, or you're watching the recording on Tuesday morning and you're going to post your takeaway so you get credit. And I'm so excited you guys are on. We have a lot to cover tonight. Got some cool recognition to do as well. So it's going to be fun. All right, you guys mute yourselves and we're going to get this party started. If you missed the first couple of minutes, we played Broken and Beautiful by Kelly Clarkson. I already have our song picked up for next week. I'm so excited. Now, you see what I'm wearing here? Okay. So who can tell me why I'm wearing Mickey Mouse ears? Who can tell me? Okay, I know y'all can tell me because you were at seminar. Okay. Who can tell me why would I be wearing Mickey Mouse ears? Where are all the directors going in January? And if you are Amy, where are we going?
Leadership.
In Orlando. In Orlando. And so we are going, the company is going to take the entire park, Universal Studios, and when you qualify for that party, which you want to do so because it's going to be awesome. I'm just muting everybody. They closed down the entire park for us. And like you walk up and you just get food and you get in line for rides, but there's no line. And if there's a ride you want to ride over and over and over again, you just ride it and ride it and ride it until Andrea throws up. And that's always fun to watch. And you know what? It is amazing, absolutely amazing. And then there's going to be a banquet that you can qualify for as well. So it is exciting. It's fun. You definitely want to be a director and go to leadership in January in Orlando. So I talked to you guys for the past couple of weeks about the fact that All In With 8 is ending December 31st. So when you have 8 active team members, the first of the next month, you go into DIQ. And then you grow those 8 people to 24. But our goal is to turn those 8 people, turn those 8 people into Red Jackets. And then it's done in 1 month. Basically, it's just done in 1 month. And, you know, people say, how do you do that? How do you do that? We had a girl at the Breakfast of Champions Saturday morning. She's doing it. She's lining up 12 people this month. She's been doing all these faces. She's lining them all up. She's going DIQ September 1st, and she's ending on September 30th. She's like, I've got the whole plan. I've blocked out my time. I know what I need to do. I know what has to happen. It's non-negotiable. And I think she's been working her business like 3 or 4 years. So it's not like she just started. She knows. She knows people are going to cancel. She knows people are going to back out. She knows that surprises are going to happen where she's going to have a party like I did Saturday, and the hostess shows up today to pick up all the products for her entire party because we didn't have it here. We had it at her house. And she's like, I think I want to do this. So surprises. Okay. So as long as we're doing the faces and doing the work and sharing the marketing plan full circle, it can happen. So I was the MC at the Breakfast of Champions Saturday morning, and I hope I represented y'all well. National Sales Director Tammy Bilal was there, and I'm going to do her training today. It's very deep, so make sure you have pen and paper because there's a couple of things you're going to be writing down. But she was there, so I was a little nervous, just a little nervous to have her, you know, national right here. I could just pop her on her little head. And I brought her some Mickey Mouse ears too. I brought her pink with a red bow, so that was kind of fun. And you know, we were talking about how this is the time. This is it. This is when you just make up your mind that it's done, and you figure out your why, and you figure out your have to, and you just do it. And you know, you can have a mouse in your house, or you can have cancellations, or you can get a bad diagnosis, or you can, you know, your kids start school, or your kids get sick, or whatever. And let me tell you what, if this were a regular job, you'd still have to show up, right? You still have to show up, you know? I mean, short of a death in the family or your house catching on fire, you still have to show up. And so what I want to encourage you guys to do is, as you're listening tonight, to be thinking, how am I not showing up, and what can I do to tweak that? Because, you know, what I told them Saturday morning is I said, you know, y'all are doing the faces, And this girl who's getting ready to go into DIQ did 51 faces since the last breakfast. So since the second week in July, 51 faces. And she works a full-time job and she has kids. Okay, so I tell you that not for a comparison game, but just to let you know, she's not just like, I think I'll just do 51 faces and I don't even have to shower because I'm always clean. I mean, you know, real people living real life. And I basically told them, I said, when you start your appointments, you say, okay, so today we're going to do 3 things. I'm going to introduce you to the best product you've ever put on your skin. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our company and how we make our money in Mary Kay. And then we're going to have a close where you can choose to do your follow-up facial with friends when you're going to do it. And also, because I talk about that from the beginning, and what products you want to take home with you tonight. Now, we didn't do it here at my house, so you know what products you want delivered to you by Monday afternoon. And so I said the 3 things that most people need to know about Mary Kay before they ask for more information are: how much does it cost to get started, how much time will it take, and how much money will you make? You guys, this is the first thing that's coming out of my mouth. This is the first thing that's coming out of my mouth. You know, it costs $100 to get started. It takes as much time as you want to put into a full or part-time business, and you make money in direct correlation to how many hours you do. If you do 1 face this week, you'll make money based on 1 face. If you do 50 this week, you'll make more. We're a commission-based business. Other than that, I just want you to watch what I do today. And as you're thinking of other questions, you're going to get a ticket every time you ask a question once I finish the skincare presentation. Are we ready? Let's go. And that's how I do it every time. And then I just layer, as I'm doing my party and everything, I layer with telling them, you know, how we make our money, you know, reorders and the car program. And I just pop those little things in there, you know, about the Mary Kay Foundation and why wash your face with Mary Kay and all of that. And so by the end of the show, they're involved, they are excited, they are anxious to purchase. And they're not surprised when I say, well, when do you want to schedule a follow-up facial with friends? And would you like to purchase, you know, one of the sets that are on the sheet or in the bag? Or would you prefer getting the starter kit for $100 today? Whichever you want to do, it's fine with me. That's it. Okay. All right. So working full circle, very important. Okay. A couple of announcements while that digest kind of sinks in. Fall retreat. October 25th through 27th, there's an early bird registration. If you register and you pay for your registration by September 1st, you get it much cheaper, okay? Christine's already, she's doing her registration dance. Also, we have fun little prizes and stuff for the first people to register on time. So it's $150 if you have to stay in a hotel, which I think everybody here, we might have 1 local on. Okay, so everybody here will need to stay at the Spa Hotel. Now I want to tell you guys something. For you to stay in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath Casita Spa Hotel, resort hotel, for $150 for 2 nights, that's pretty awesome. That's like, yeah. Because we are actually breaking to the penny, we're breaking even on that. We're actually losing $1, but that's okay. I'll suck it up. And then out-of-town people or in-town people who don't have to stay at Rancho Mañana, their registration fee is $60, and that basically covers all their prizes. It covers all their food. We take care of all the food. Saturday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and Sunday brunch. Friday night, we eat barbecue. We call it bull falling. They call it bull riding here. It's a lot of fun. You'll wear your jeans and your cowboy boots and cowboy hat, and we're all going to go. It's less than 2 miles up the road, and just watch bull falling and laugh at people, and it'll be a good little icebreaker, and then we'll kick off the day on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. So please get registered as soon as possible. If for some reason you cannot, there's no stinking way you're going to be able to pay for registration by September 1st, but you know you want to come, just contact me and we'll figure it out. Peek into Pink is still there. You guys are offering your customers a lip product at half price if they watch it and answer the 3 questions. That's a great way to do your Power Start Plus, because when you do a Power Start Plus, any 30-day period from July 1st through October 25th, probably 24th, and you come to retreat, you're going to get special time with our National Sales Director, Sharon Bow. And you're going to get prizes. We've gotten earrings and all kinds of fun things. and you'll get a 2-hour coaching session with her. Yeah, at the feet of a national. So it's your choice if you want to do it. I think I would choose to do it. Okay. All right, let's talk about some recognition. I'm so excited to let you guys know that your star bars, okay, your star bars, 5 marketing shares with the director, every new team member, and your star level by September 15th, you get a star for every star level. So Sapphires 1, Rubies 2, Diamond, Emerald, y'all know how to count. So this is a tracking sheet for the entire month and the quarter. Okay, that's what you're doing. Then the next thing is, oh, we already have the star consultant for September 15th. We have Jillian Frisbee is a sapphire. Amy Paw is a ruby. Kathy Crawford is a ruby. Andrea and Linda and Terry, so the directors are leading here, are all rubies. Sharice is a diamond. I'm an emerald. Who else is on? Now, if you're in someone else's unit, I can't see what star level you are. So if you're already a star level, tell me what it is, because that's the only reports I can't read. Okay, well, we're all going to be stars, right? Because we're going to be building our star bars. We're going to be getting our prizes. 4-quarter star is the biggest thing in the company. 4-quarter star, I'm telling you. It is so much fun. You go to the party, you get prizes, you get extra stuff. It's the way to go. And you get prizes all year long. And you add to your star bar. Okay, I don't know what else we can do for y'all other than sell the product for you. I'm not selling it for you because that would be enabling you and that would make you weak. That would be like when the caterpillar is coming out of the cocoon, I help it out, and then its little wings are not strong enough and it goes, and we got no caterpillar. Or no butterfly, we got a dead caterpillar. And I'm not talking the kind that helps dig stuff up, okay? You know, the big caterpillars, okay, never mind. All right, star recruiters, they're excited. Amy Paul, woo-woo, red jacket. Marcia Stevens, Jerry Cardos, Joan, red jacket, yeah. Team leaders, Jackie Eisenman, Kathy Crawford, and Debbie Walder. We see her ceiling. We don't see her face, but we see her ceiling because she's so, oh, there she is. She is a team leader as well. That is at least 5 people on her team. Those people are eligible to go on target for their car this month. Oh my gosh. Free car, can't believe it. I'm begging the company to try to expedite my new pink Cadillac so it's here for fall retreat. They're saying the first week in November. I'm thinking, who do I need to pay? But we'll work on that. Okay, MK Bucks. Let's do a countdown on MK Bucks. $5. You got your tracking sheets? Okay, $5 if you're on live or you post your takeaway from the recording on Tuesday. I have people ask me so I guess I can take these off. I have people ask me every week on Facebook, do I need to post my takeaway? I'm like, were you on live? Yes, I was. Then you don't need to post your takeaway. Because hopefully you're listening right now and not doing stuff. Like I see Debbie's doing stuff. She's all over the house there. Hey, Debbie, I see you. I see your face. Get a pen and paper. You're going to have to write some stuff down. Okay.
I am listening and I have a pen and paper.
Yeah, okay. All right. She's walking around with her pen and paper. Okay, $5 if you're on live or you post your takeaway. $5 for submitting your weekly accomplishment sheet. And I can tell you who turned them in. Keely, Christine, Amy, Arlene, Elisa, Vicki, and Joan. Who else turned in their weekly accomplishments that I missed? Okay, you guys, this is simple. If you don't have any sales, you just post $1. So it's a good habit. There's no reason not to be posting that. $10 if you are queen of the week in sales. And our queen this week is Amy Paul. Yay! She's like, yay! Oh, Kathy Crawford, you did yours. I did not see it. So Kathy, for some reason, I guess you can hear me. Kathy, for some reason, your weekly accomplishments are going into like a different category. So just, if you will just take a picture of it screenshot and send it to me, that would be great. So yeah, you get that as well. Yay, for doing that. Because when I counted up everything last month, it was, I would see your name, but there were no sales. And I sent you a message on that, but I never heard back from you. Okay, and you know that also happens with someone else. Who else is, it happens with Keely. So Vicki, will you let her know that I see her name, but I don't see her totals? Okay, all right. And I usually just text her and she tells me what her totals were. Okay, $5 for completion of the challenge of the week last week. Now, who remembers what the challenge of the week was? Okay, Christine, unmute yourself. What was our challenge of the week last week?
To book 5 parties.
5 parties, or five new appointments, okay? Who did it? Who got 5 new bookings? Christine got it, that's awesome. Okay, you get 5 MK bucks for that. How many of y'all booked at least 1 new party? Okay, how many of you booked 2? How many of you booked 3? How many of you booked 4? Oh, I'll tell you what, Vicki, you booked 4. Vicki, give yourself $4. And Amy, you booked 3. But give yourself $3 then. I'm gonna, oh, and Kathy, you booked 5. Okay, Kathy booked 5 as well. So 5, and now you guys, I wanna tell you something. If you're in my unit, the only way you get credit for that is that you text me the name of your hostess, the date of her party, and her contact information. And then I will reach out to her and pre-thank her for booking with you. If you're not in my unit, do you want me to do that for you? I will do that for you as well, okay? All right, so if you've got 5 bookings or 4 bookings or 3 bookings, you got to send me their info so that I can track that, help you track that as well, because that's part of my job. $5 per marketing share with the director. Well, Alice has done 2 interviews in the last, what, 3 days with me, okay? And were they super simple? Here, I'm gonna unmute you. Oh, you have to unmute yourself. I just want you to share, okay, there you go, yeah. I want you to share, not say, oh my gosh, it was awesome. I just want you to share. Do I just keep it real simple?
It was very simple, and you made it seem like it was a conversation, but giving information that was very interesting, intriguing, and desirable. So the person I had on today, she said she's an 8, she's not ready, but it was so compelling that she right away said, I have someone I want you to meet. And I invited them both to come to a meeting, a Tuesday night meeting.
Good.
So she'll get back to me to let me know if the person's available tomorrow night or next week.
So
but it was compelling, and because it wasn't pushy, it was just very laid back, great information. It made her realize, I want to help her. If I'm not ready, I want to help her.
Okay, good.
So it was great.
And I mean, I pride myself, guys, on not being pushy. I'm like, okay, do you need any more information? Great, why don't you take the sleep test? If you dream pink tonight, call Alice in the morning, tell her you want to join her team. If not, we're going to count on you on being a hostess and a talent scout for us. How's that sound? Now, here's the caveat to that. Now, because there is an interest there, I will follow up with her in the next 24 hours and say, hey, Danae, this is Joanne. I want to thank you for spending that time with me. Have you thought of anything since we spoke that I didn't cover? And then I'll say, you're at an 8. Tell me what is preventing you from being a 10. Because now I've given her a little time. I've given her a little buffer, you know? So it's all in stages and steps. That's why we can't wait till the last 3 days of the month if you're trying to close it that month. Alice is being very wise. She's doing these interviews before the 15th so that then we have time to follow up and close them.
Right.
You guys, you got to think proactively. Think like a businesswoman. Okay, well, good job. I'm excited. So don't forget to send me her information. So you get $10 for doing those 2. And since you did them with me, that's good. Faces. How many faces did y'all do this week? 3, that's 15. Christine got 15. Christine's going to have more money at this auction than anybody because she's just doing this, I'll tell you. And Amy keeps being queen and Vicki keeps being queen. All right, you guys, you're racking it up. Okay, and then new team members, qualified orders. Joan, I think your qualified order is already in, isn't it? Yes, okay, she's already earned her jewelry. So you get $20 for that. And then if you do another 600, you get another $20. And so I think that is it on MK Bucks. So this sheet is on our Facebook page. Our auction is on September 30th. So you want to make sure you're on that. If for some reason you cannot be on that Zoom video that night, then you might want to tell me ahead of time what you want. I'll be posting pictures of what all you're going to be bidding on. Okay, so that's very exciting. Okay, we did that, because I really want to get to our training. Okay, so let's get to our training tonight. And I would love to have had a consultant do this, but you guys, I was slammed all weekend. I had 2 events on Saturday, a huge party Saturday evening, got home at 7:30, exhausted, but very excited. And Sunday, the usual craziness. And then today, oh my gosh, the reason why I still look like a rag doll is this is still wet because I kept having people come over for product and for questions and to do this and to do that. And I was in my gym clothes all day. I'm not kidding. I went to the gym. And so I was not only in gym clothes, but I was fermenting. Do y'all know what it means when a human ferments? This is not like a nice glass of rosé. Okay, this is human fermenting. I just kept grabbing Cityscape and spraying myself because the doorbell would ring or someone would text and say, hey, I'm coming right now. And I'm like, gosh. And, you know, I had no makeup on, hair in a ponytail, slapped on a little bit of lip gloss. My daughter will tell you, even when the firemen come to remove a snake from the yard, I'm going to have on my lip gloss because firemen are cute. And, I mean, in my running shorts, let me tell you, when I peeled off my running shorts, I just don't even want to, immediately threw them in the wash. I'm like, that's disgusting, okay? I smell like a man. But I'm telling you, when you're available and your customers know you're available and you're excited to see them, I just would open the door and go, I just got home from the gym. They're like, yay you! I'm like, yay me! But then I knew I wouldn't even have time to dry my hair for you guys, but y'all don't care, do you? You love me anyway. Okay, I know. I don't have y'all's natural pretty curl. Okay, so let's talk about Mary Kay Naturally. So I'm already getting some pushback from some of the consultants, and I heard it Saturday morning as well, saying, I can't say all this stuff, and I don't know what it all is, and I'm not a scientist. So this is what you want to memorize. You want to memorize this little box right here, because people who care about having all natural products, those are the buzzwords that they are going to want to hear, okay? So in your Applause magazine that you probably got today, it's right underneath this heart, okay? It's on page 3, okay? So this is what you need to learn how to say. It's free of parabens, synthetic fragrance, synthetic dyes, SLS and SLES, phthalates, bad stuff. Silicone, mineral oil, I know I say oil funny, and alcohol, or any ingredients that have been genetically modified. You can cut this out and read it, or you can go to InTouch where the buzzwords are and just read this. Because people who are into these kind of products are going to know what these things mean. SLS and SLES are the products and cleansers that make them foam. Now, I had somebody Saturday say, so does that mean that all of our other stuff is bad because it has all this stuff in it? And I'm like, no. Mary Kay Naturally is not anti-aging. It does not have the vitamins and the, I just had a brain fart. I'll think of it in a second, that are the anti-aging properties, the retinols and all that. Some of those things are chemically modified, which is fine, It doesn't mean it's bad, but it's created in a lab. So it creates a different result. This product is not anti-aging. But let's say someone uses Clearproof and it burns, or it's irritating their acne instead of clearing it up. Put them on this. Let's say they even use botanicals, and botanicals they're sensitive to. Put them on this. Okay? I would highly recommend that you take the cleanser and the powder and put it in little baggies. You know, order a set and put it in little baggies and let people use that as their demo. Because even if we get the little samples that we have like in TimeWise, it'll only be enough for one application. You're going to want them to use it for a couple of days to really try it. You may even want to have a travel set that they try. You know, they can try the MK Naturally and the botanicals and compare it. Use one for 2 days, the other for 2 days. And then you pick it up from them and say, okay, where are we at? Let's talk. Okay. It's very cost effective. The cleanser is $26. It has corn flour, floral water, and sweet almond oil. Mary Kay Natural Exfoliating Powder is $34. It gently exfoliates thanks to hydrogenated, learn how to say that. Joan can help us with that. Hydrogenated castor oil and citric acid. Sounds like something you give your kids when they can't go to the bathroom. Okay, the nourishing oil is $48. It has a blend of sweet almond, olive, and sesame oils. So if you don't like it for your body, I would recommend you start cooking with it. The moisturizing stick literally is a stick. It's a solid. And it's made with candelilla wax and beeswax. So when we had gone to Mexico and I got a little bit too much sun right here because I was reading and stuff, and I think it just kind of, my sunscreen just kind of melted away. I got a little bit too much sun here. I took that stick and put it there, and it just did away with the dryness right there. So I'm very excited about this line. The oil, I realize it's a little bit pricey, the nourishing oil, but I have been using the oil, and I'm oily, and I'm acne prone, and I'm 58, and I'm still acne prone. I have been putting it on this part of my face after I put on the lifting serum, and it is just softening this part of my face, because I grew up in the South in the sun, and I would wear a visor, and the visor would cover my face to right here. So 90% of my aging is right here. Don't say it's because I talk too much. It is right in here. Okay, I was never a smoker or anything like that, so it's all in here. And that nourishing oil, it just sucks it up, and I'm having no breakout and no oiliness. Okay, I'm excited. Are you guys excited? Amy, what's up?
Does it smell good? Does the product smell good? Like, does it smell like clean and?
I don't want to say it has a scent because it's fragrance free, but it smells clean. And
a natural scent.
And the packaging is not girly.
Right.
But it kind of reminds me of when you use the 2-in-1 shave and bath and the hydrate. It's just clean. Like anybody, it's not sexual, feminine, masculine. It's just clean smelling.
Okay.
And I would recommend that. Sure, babe. I would recommend that you guys order a set and use it yourself and use it as your demo set for people, because this is a game changer for us. So, Christine, add this up: 26, 34, 48, and 28. So all four products together is going to be more than the Miracle set. Yeah, but it's going to last a long time. And I would highly recommend that you sell the new cleansing brush maybe at 20% off if they buy this set, because that will extend the life of their cleanser times 10.
136 for all four.
136 for all four. Okay. So if you wanted to run a new product special and have them try it, you could say, you know, it's $126 and you'll get a cleansing brush, you know, at a discount, because the new cleansing brush is a little bit pricier. If you have the old cleansing brushes, just sell them for $50. But the new one, the Superior Sonic Clean, is a little bit pricier. So how much is it? 75? Yeah, it's 75. So, you know, it does more, it has more, it is more, it be more, whatever. So you might want to give them a little bit of a break on that if they want to get that brush. Also, real quick, before I go into training, we have our, confidentiality. Okay, so Confidently Hue. Now, I will tell you guys something. When you order these palettes, they send you the eyeshadow colors. So let's look at the eyeshadow colors that are in them, okay? You have Rose Gold. We already have that, right? Pomegranate, that's new. Hummingbird, that's new. And Onyx. The Radiate Confidence is Mahogany, which we already have. Radiant Blue, which is new. Golden Peach, which is new. And Toffee, which is new. So don't, like, if you're going to order these, watch your inventory, because you're going to get Rose Gold in there. You're going to get Onyx. You're going to get Mahogany. So if you're running low on those colors, don't order more of them. You're going to get them when you order these sets. Okay? Because I ordered 4 of each, and they came in these little stacks of 4 each of the colors. It kind of makes it a lot simpler for us, doesn't it? Because then we can tweak things. We can say, oh, if you don't like the blue, or you don't like the kind of pinkish color, we can swap that one out. So it kind of makes it easier for us. Okay, all right, so we got our pen and paper. We got our pen and paper. Got my pen. Okay, so we're going to do some kind of a little bit crazy stuff here. Tammy Vivala did this on Saturday with everybody, and I thought it was just very, very effective. So I want you to write down, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to honestly write down, and you're not going to show this to anybody. I want you to write down the very first thing that pops in your head. I don't care how ridiculous I would think it is, okay? With your Mary Kay business, what is your greatest fear? Don't overthink it. It could be anything from not achieving my goals all the way to picking up the phone and doing booking calls. Okay, so what, did everybody write something down? Does it kind of make you go, ugh? Okay, I want it to kind of make you a little bit sick to your stomach. So what Tammy talked about is, you know, she talked about how great leaders read 4 to 5 books a month. And so she pulled this from several different books. And she said that when you have a fear and then you work through it, like if I had a fear of heights, and so every day for the next month, I go hiking on a big mountain. And eventually, I'm going to push past that fear, because I'm going to force myself to do it so many times that it becomes mundane. Now, what does mundane mean? Boring. Like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this again. I'm doing this again. And she said, what happens is you push past that fear and you do it so many times that it becomes mundane. And then the next level you reach after mundane is going to be, you have to do it. You have no choice. You have to do it. And then after you hit the I have to do it, then you're going to hit it's a joyful thing to do. Now, she compared it to exercising, and Tammy is super thin. She doesn't crack 100 pounds, and she says, I hate exercise, and I never exercise. And I don't know why I look like this, because I never exercise. But she says, I have been told by people who exercise that if you commit yourself to exercise every single day, like Vicki does. Every single day, you get up, whether you feel like it or not, you put on your gym clothes, you go to the gym, you work out. Eventually, it almost becomes boring. And then you push past boring, and it's something you have to do. Like if I don't exercise, I'm going to feel like crap only walk. And then you push past that level, and you're like, I actually enjoy this. Vicki, do you enjoy going and doing your Zumba and going to the gym? Yeah, most days. But then if you took 2, 3, 4 days off, guess what happens? You go into reset mode and it gets hard again. And so then you have to get past the mundane, into the have to do it, into the joy in doing it. So let's put that into your Mary Kay business. Let's say you hate making booking calls. You hate picking up the phone and calling people. It's like, oh, can't I just pay someone to do this for me? Okay. So you choose to spend so much time every day, not twice a week, not 3 times a week, every day. I don't care if it's 15 minutes, concentrated, focused booking time every day. And eventually, and it may take 6, 7 days, it's going to become almost boring. Like, okay, here I'm making my booking calls again because she told me I had to. And then you're going to get up one day and go, okay, time to make my booking calls, because you have to do it. You have to. It's a permanent habit in your brain now. And then it's going to be something that brings you joy because you see the results and you get excited. But if we are taking 20 different things and trying to make them a habit, our brain is going to go into confusion mode. If I say, okay, I'm going to make an hour of booking calls a day, I'm going to do an hour of getting leads a day, I'm going to do an hour, and I'm going to work a full-time job, and I'm going to take care of a family, and I'm going to shower, maybe. Okay, so what you have to do is, if you have time to do that and you have that kind of discipline, that's awesome. Because I'm going to paint a picture for you in just a minute of what your Mary Kay work day should look like. But most people don't start with that. Most people start with 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes of 4 different things, which I'm going to go over in a second. And 15 minutes is good, because let me tell you what, it's going to be hard to do it for 15 minutes. You might be tired, you might get distracted, kids start yelling, you might get hungry, you might think all of a sudden, oh my gosh, you know what? I need to do some laundry. I love laundry. I live to do laundry. And I'm sure there are hairs on the bathroom floor that need to be picked up. I love picking up hairs off the bathroom floor. Okay, well, this is going to have to wait because I got stuff to do. It has to be a burn the boats total commitment. And I will tell you guys something. You're going to have to walk away from your computer. You may have to borrow your husband's cell phone or your kid's cell phone so you don't see your own text messages coming up like mine are popping up right now. It must be 15, 30, 45 minutes, an hour of concentrated time. I have heard of directors, Tammy said she actually goes to a parking lot and sits in her car to make booking calls. And she is a national. But she said, I cannot stay in my house. I can't stay in front of my computer. I will figure out, there'll be something on Facebook that I just have to see. Okay? So, figure out your why, figure out your have to, and do not put anything off. And you guys, women are horrible at procrastinating. She gave an example of going to the mailbox. Now, tell me if this sounds familiar. When she was saying this, I was laughing so hard I thought I was going to have an accident. She goes, okay, so you walk out to your mailbox, right? Everybody walks out to your mailbox? And what do? You pull out the mail. And what do you do while you're standing at the mailbox? You go through you go, oh, this, I better read this. Okay. And then you walk into your house, into your kitchen probably, and you lay the mail down on the kitchen counter, and what do? you go through it again. Don't say y'all don't do this, because when she's saying this, I'm like, does she have cameras in my house? And then you pick up one piece of mail and you go, ooh, I need to read this. And you start reading it and you go, I have laundry to do and I need to pick up hairs off the bathroom floor. I'll read this later. So you put it down, put it off to the side, throw away the stuff that needs to be thrown away. Got a couple things, put the bills over here, put that one thing over here. Okay. Next day you go, oh, I still need to read that. Okay. Oh, oh, text message, squirrel. And so on the average, we handle important mail anywhere from 11 to 15 times before we finally do something with it. Do you know that Rena Tarbett taught us you should only touch a piece of paper 2 times? 1, to see what it is, and 2, to file it or throw it away. That's it. Something that comes into your home, an email, mail, whatever. Now, that doesn't mean that you go and throw your tracking sheets away, okay? That's important stuff, okay? But we keep handling it and keep handling it and keep, because we're putting it off. If something needs to be done with it, just do it right then. If it's a bill and you need to pay it because you're afraid it might lapse or whatever, pay it, put it at the top of the envelope when you're going to mail it, and put it next to where you put your mail. Just take care of it. That way it's not hanging there. Do y'all have things hanging there? Oh, I need to remember to do this. Oh, I need to. Do you know that when you have stuff hanging there, that your brain, the front of your brain goes into panic mode and it goes into fight or flight and it releases all these endorphins? And if you don't deal with those things right then, it can actually cause stress and cancer and strokes. Not taking care of something when you should take care of it can kill you, because it hangs there. And then you remember it and you go, oh my gosh. I have in my phone, I have a section called notes. And when I think of something like, oh, I need to do this, I put it in notes. I do not go to bed until I check that list on my notes. And I plug into my calendar where each thing needs to happen. Amy's got a hostess she needs me to call, but she told me her hostess just lost a good friend who died. So I'm like, okay, so if I wait until Tuesday to call the hostess, it gives her the weekend to kind of, you know, ease into it. So I have on my calendar to call Amy's hostess Tuesday morning with all the information. So that's on my list of things to do on Tuesday. I will follow it with Alice's girl on Wednesday, because that will be 48 hours after we've talked. You guys, this is not rocket science. If I can do this, anybody can do this. And along with my phone, I just want to tell y'all this real quick. I wasn't going to review this, but I will tell you this. The one thing when my computer was in the hospital was I didn't have my calendars. I have a printed out calendar because it has Andy's travel schedule, my dad's schedule. It has what's going on in my family and my Mary Kay stuff. So if I have big things happening, I post them on there as well. So it's right next to my computer. So if I'm sitting at my desk and I see it, I'm like, oh, that's got to go on my list. So I'm going to give y'all 3 things that she talked about, that she says you must put into action if you want to have a successful business where you're the business owner. 1 is do it now. Stop thinking about it. We think about it. We think, oh, should I call her? Oh, they might be doing homework. Oh, they might be having dinner. Oh, should I? If you would just call her, the phone call would be over by the time you finished all that thinking. Quit thinking about it. Just do it. If your business is being prayed over and you feel good about what just came in your head and you know it's not of Satan, then do it, okay? Just act on it. Be a starter and a finisher. We're really bad about starting things and not finishing them because we love to do laundry and pick up hairs off the bathroom floor. Number 2, do your 6 most important things list every day. And Tammy said, if you don't have an evening appointment, when you wash your face at 6 o'clock in the evening, which is when you should wash your face, because if you wait till 9, you may not do it. And I know, Joan, that your schedule is completely different from this, so you know how to adapt. But for most people, you know, wash your face If you don't have evening appointments at 6 or 7 in the evening, make out your most important things list. And that's what you're going to do in the morning before 10 o'clock in the morning. Do it before 9 p.m. so you don't get too tired. Also, set goals that you're going to do immediately upon rising and cannot be put off. You are going to tell your brain, I cannot put this off. This cannot be delayed. And if you've got family stuff that needs to be done and Mary Kay stuff that needs to be done and work stuff that needs to be done, those need to all be separate lists. And they are non-negotiable for that day. When I was in my my coaching, when I was in North Carolina and I had a coach, Brandon Barber Coaching, this was the very first thing they taught us to do, is to make a list of everything, prioritize, and then go do it. Because what we do is we think, I've got so much to do. 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 Just write it down and go do it. Just do it. Like, you know, and if you find you get to the end of the day and it wasn't done, get up earlier and do it earlier in the morning. That's what I do at the gym now. I was telling myself, I'll go to the gym in the afternoon. I'll go to the gym in the afternoon. I'll go to the gym in the afternoon. The afternoon comes, I'm like, oh, now I got to do this interview with Alice. Oh, now I'm going to be calling my customers. Oh, all the kids are coming home from school. All the teenagers will be at the gym. I don't want to fight for the equipment with them. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get up earlier and make it happen. Number 3, this is the hardest one. Doing things on time, making out your list. This is the hardest one. She talked about visualization. And I'm going to close with this and then save the rest for next week. Visualization. She said, we must do a visualization exercise every day, even if it's only for 2 or 3 minutes. Put the phone away, turn off the computer, just be still. And you may have to go sit in your car and get away from your kids or your husband. But sit and be still. No stimulation. And here's what you're going to do. We're going to do this right now. You ready? Put your pens down. Okay. And I'm not looking at you guys, so don't feel like you look stupid. I want you to close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. I can see if your eyes are open. Okay. Take 3 deep breaths. Now, I want you to pretend it's 5 years from now. 5 years from now. What are you doing? Picture that in your head. Who is with you? What are they saying to you? What conversations are you having? How do you feel? How do they feel about you and where you are? Okay, open your eyes and write down the first 5 things that pop in your head. What are you doing? Who is with you? What are they saying? How do you feel? How do they feel? Because I want to tell you guys something. When I did this Saturday, as much as I've said, it's too far to go, we'll never make it, I'm too old, first thing that popped in my head was national. First thing. And then I started seeing the people who were on stage with me. Okay, tell me when you're done. Because you're going to do this every day for the next 7 days. Okay, pens down. Because if you keep writing, you're overthinking it. Okay, pens down. Okay, close your eyes again. It's 5 years from now. And a Mary Kay reporter is interviewing you. And they're asking you, why are you so proud of where you are in your business right now? How are you leading in this company? What are you telling them? How do you feel? Who is benefiting from where you are in your business by now? It is 5 years out and a Mary Kay reporter is interviewing you and asking you, why are you so proud of where you are in your business? How are you leading in your business and in this company? What are you telling them? How do you feel? And who is benefiting from where you are? Okay, open your eyes and write those things down. What are you going to tell the reporter? Why are you so proud? You know, as women, we're not allowed to be proud of what we do. We got to be proud of it. You got to be excited about what you do every day. I hate it when y'all say, when you do a boxer and you go, I didn't do much with my business today. Did you wake up and get out of bed? Did you put on lipstick? Then you did something with your business. I give you credit for everything. What are you telling them? And how do you feel? You guys, women feel. How do you feel? How does it feel 5 years from now when you pull up in the pink Cadillac? Or you've done National Court of Sales so many times that you've got 5 rings on your hands. And you've got 5 B's on your chest. And you've got star prizes all over the place and ribbons. And the company is sending you birthday presents as a director. And anniversary gifts and Christmas gifts. They remember things when everybody else forgets. And who is benefiting from where you are? You have small kids, are they in private school? You taking your husband on a round the world cruise? Who's benefiting? Are you debt free? Who is benefiting? We don't move unless we've been moved. And if you will spend, as silly as it sounds, go lock yourself in the bathroom if you have to. If you will spend just 3 minutes every day thinking, I'm going to visualize where I'm going to be in a year, 3 years, 5 years. Because what you visualize, your brain will work very, very hard to make happen. When I have pictures of the $500,000 ring in front of my computer and the Cadillac in front of my computer, and I'm sitting and working, or I've got it in my bathroom, and I've got it in my car, and I'm going to sneeze. And I've got all my other goals on pictures, thank you, and they're posted everywhere. My subconscious is continually being fed those goals and those dreams. And if you're not feeding your subconscious those goals and those dreams and those visions, something else is going to go in. And let me tell you something. What you see on social media, and I'm not going to knock Facebook, okay, but just social media, Instagram, all of it. When you spend time focusing on what other people's lives are creating and producing, one, you're living in a fantasy because people only post the good stuff. They do not post their 2-year-old throwing a temper tantrum in the aisle at the grocery store. Look how great my life is. They do not post the baby vomit all over. They do not post their crazy hair. They post their perfections. And then we compare. And we always come up short. You are to live your best life. And when you are focusing on everything everybody else is doing, then you are not fulfilling your destiny and your dreams and your goals. And guys, I don't care if you've been working your business 10 years, you've been working your business 10 days. This is an exercise that will change everything. It's just having that quiet. And it could be that visualization when you have earplugs on and you're on the treadmill. Or it could be while you're mindlessly folding laundry. But visualize and focus and be still. You know, the Bible says you must be still and listen for the word of the Lord. You must be still. He didn't come in a strong wind. He didn't come in a roaring lion. He didn't come in a hurricane. He came in a small, still voice. And this is so hard for us. because there's so many things we're thinking we need to be doing. It's amazing to me. I'm married to an amazing man, just an awesome, awesome man. He has no problem. After dinner, you know, we do the dishes together. After dinner, sitting on the couch and watching TV for a little while. And I'm thinking, I need to put the laundry in the dryer. I need to load the dishwasher. I need. It is so hard for me to sit there. I'm like, okay. My girlfriend told me, she lives in our neighborhood, and she said, oh, at least once a day I sit down and watch TV for an hour. I'm like, how can you do that? Like, I would feel so guilty because there's so much to be done. And we're purging our house right now. And so I'm thinking I could go ahead and start on this room or start on that room, but I won't get anything done unless Andy's with me, so that doesn't really help. But you guys, I'm serious about the fact that we have to be still and breathe and release. And then we're rejuvenated and we have our vision. And our vision is right there. Visualization. Visualization. Okay. All right. Last thing, real quick. She just talked about the 4-hour plan. And you can do this 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, 45 minutes a day, 1 hour a day. You can do all of it back to back every day or 3 days a week or whatever. She said that if you are Mary Kay full-time, you're a director or national, you should be doing this every day. An hour of booking time, focused booking time. She said, and you better start with just 15 minutes because after 15 minutes, you're going to be ready to pull your hair out. You're going to find distractions. So give yourself permission to just go 15 minutes. Okay. You need to have a folder with with the profile cards and the sales tickets, because if they don't book, they might actually buy something. 1 hour a day or a time slot a day coaching your hostesses. Getting their guest list, pre-profiling, talking to her about how important it is that she stays in touch with you, that she's your business partner for that day, establishing a relationship with her, talking to her about the products she wants to know more about, what she's trying to earn. You're making out her wish list. And you're bonding with her so that it's not going to cancel or postpone. 1 hour a day on some type of customer service. It might be putting together your goodie bags. It might be calling people for reorders. It might be tying ribbons on hands, whatever you need to do. And then 1 hour a day booking team building appointments. Now, I would put that first, but I think booking the parties is probably first and booking the team appointments is probably second. And just saying, you know, I've been thinking about who I want on my $1 million team, and your face and your name keeps popping up in my head. So Amy, it may be about you, it may be someone you know, but is there any reason why we couldn't get together and let me share with you how we make our money in Mary Kay? Do it over coffee or do it over the phone. It does work better if you do it face-to-face, or you do it FaceTime, or if you want to use my Zoom video, you can use my Zoom video, because it helps to make eye contact. It was really hard talking to this girl today and not being able to see her emotions and her body language. So that's always very helpful. Okay. All right. So 4 things: booking time, coaching time, customer service time, and booking team appointment times. Respect your career enough to track it. Now, your challenge of the week. Okay. Do those 4 things in whatever increments you want to do for a week. Now, if you're like, Joanna, I work 12-hour days, I can do it 2 days this week. Okay, but do it. Just do it. I would love for y'all to do it every day, but I know everybody can't do that. But just do it. Figure out where you can spend 15 minutes booking, 15 minutes coaching, 15 minutes customer service, and 15 minutes scheduling marketing shares. And then after you do it 15 minutes, and the next time try to do it 30 minutes. And if you don't have the names to call and you don't have the leads to call, then go out and find them. Or call your customers or call your girlfriends and say, I'm in a challenge to get 30 leads. Who do you know needs some pampering with no pressure to buy or sell anything? Who do you know who needs some pampering with no pressure to buy or sell anything? Okay? Any questions? Do the 4-step, it's our plan, but do the 4-step plan. It sounds like an AA meeting. Do the 4-step plan in whatever increments, forever how many days, but just be consistent. And then as you're doing it, Voxer me your results. Tell me if you're getting stuck. Send me a Voxer and say, you know what, I just did 20 minutes of booking calls and I'm exhausted. Amy has a naked man kissing her. That's interesting. I think that's her son. Okay. All right. I love it when y'all's kids show up. Okay. So do it. Be accountable for it. Get registered for fall retreat. Telling you guys, it's going to be a life changer. We are so excited over this. And Alice, you're going to Summer Fortenberry's fall retreat. That will be a life changer. And I think, Vicki, you're going to Daytona for fall retreat. That will be a life changer. I mean, I'd rather y'all come here, but I completely get being local and not spending all the money to fly to Arizona and stuff. But you guys, let me tell you, it's going to be over the top amazing. I promise you. It's going to be awesome. All right. Okay. So I'm going to unmute everybody. We had a long meeting tonight, but really not any longer than if you drove to a sales meeting and you were there for 2 hours and then you had to drive all the way home, right? Right?
Shorter.
Right.
And you don't even have to be dressed from the waist down. You should see it when my husband comes home when I'm just getting off the call and he looks at me and he goes, you look good from here up. I'm like, thanks. All right. We're gonna say, we're not gonna say bye, y'all. We're gonna say, do it now. Okay? Din Din Club. Do it now, do it now, do it now. 1, 2, 3. Do it now.
Do
Do it now. Do it now.
it now.
Have an amazing